get questions from this area. Whether you like it or not, you're going to get questions from this area. Smash the like button, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below, and let's jump into it. We are looking at power of a head of institution. Where do they draw their powers from? We are going to look at 5 sources of powers that leaders from to draw from to help them work and work very well. So we are looking at the head of a school has about 5 sources of powers to enable him do things in the right order. And these are the powers or sources of powers that we are going to look at. At the end, you get to know them and be conversant with them when they come in the promotion exams. So one of the powers is legitimate power. Legitimate power. What is legitimate power? Legitimate power is a power being conferred on a leader or a head by virtue of his appointment as the head of the school or head of the institutions. Once he or she is being appointed to hold a particular position or to be a head, all the subordinates unquestionably accept him as their head or their authoritative or administrative head to lead them. His powers are also recognized by the appointing authority. His powers are recognized by the appointor. Yes, and it's having the powers to sanction the employees or to punish the employees when they go wrong. And some of the titles that normally being given to them are principals, vice chancellors, or vice principal, head, or headmasters, or headmistresses, or head teachers. These are powers being or titles being given to them as they hold this position. The number 2 is coercive power. Coercive power or force power. So this takes the form of threatening to punish the employee by withholding his or her privileges or benefit that he or she enjoys. And if he's having the power to punish or withhold your benefit, then any directive that he gives or she gives, you're able to comply with the directives. So the power when exercised ensures a quick compliance of the directive of immediate solutions to a certain problems that you need to obey. So coercive power can influence the subordinate to be submissive or to comply with the head's directives in the institution. So it's very important. Then the number 3 one is reward power. Reward power. So in this power or this source of power, there is the ability of the head to give subordinate or a subordinate things that he wants or things that he prefers to help him work. That's why we said a reward power. So in this situation, the head of institution is able to motivate, to stimulate the employees to work effectively to achieve goals for the school or the organization. So it's very important. And some of the awards that are being given could be assigning bungalows, could be giving reward to the employees, giving promotions and increasing salaries of these employees to help him work and work well. Then another source of power is expert power. An expert power is defined as the use of expert knowledge, skills, and competencies to get the employees to follow him to achieve his organizational power. In this context, it simply means that the employees consider this um, power being held by this leader as having knowledge more than them, having skills more than them, very competent enough more than them, and in this, the employees hold him very high that he is able to lead them and employees are able to take instructions from them. So here, power comes from the subordinates believe that their head or leader possesses expert skills or competencies or knowledge that they do not have those in their possession. And it helps them to believe that this leader is very competent. Employees see him as more capable of analyzing, implementing, and controlling those taxes with which the group has been assigned. And it's very important, and they believe in him that he's very competent enough. That is number 4 of sources of power. Number 5 is referent power. And in referent power, this leader is seen as being very charismatic. He is very attractive, and his admiration and appeal as a leader affects the entire subordinate in the organization. And it's very important that employees see him as being charismatic, being able to draw them. He's an appealing leader that appeals a lot to the subordinates, and he's very charismatic in nature, and employees begin to show love and begin to back him to function and function well. We can use Rollins as one of the examples. He's very charismatic. Anywhere he goes, he draws a lot of supporters, a lot of followers to follow him and buy into his ambition. We can take Ibrahim Traore as one of the examples. He's also very charismatic. The moment you see him, you begin to love him. Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, that I'm talking about. He is a very charismatic leader. The moment you see him, you begin to love him, you begin to attract to him, and it pulls you to this leader to able to achieve his ambition. These are some of the things that you need to know before you go and write your promotion exam. Smash the subscribe button and subscribe, like, put your comments in the comment section, or let us know your views in the comment section. See us in the next tutorials.